Hey friends, welcome again to my educational channel Dr. Mamta's Educational Flex. Friends, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Today, in this video, we will discuss journal entries on issue and forfeiture of shares. In last video, we have been discussed about the issue of shares, the basic concepts, theoretical concepts of issue of shares. In this video, we will discuss the accounting treatment of our issue of shares. So, we have to pass some journal entries for our issue of shares. Now, while issue of shares, we have seen the procedure for issue of shares. The procedure contains firstly prospectus, then application, then allotment, then calls, and after that the shares will be issued to the shareholders. But if in some cases a shareholder cannot we cannot call him as shareholder. After paying all the money, a person can become a shareholder, but before it, if someone fails to pay some amount, then his shares will be forfeited and these forfeited shares will be reissued again. And if there is some profit on the reissue of forfeited shares, then we have to adjust that profit. So in this procedure, we have to pass some journal entries. Here I have given there is a sequence of our journal entries. Firstly, we have to pass the entries regarding our share application. Then we have to pass the entries about share allotment. Then share first and subsequent calls. There may be 2 calls, there may be 3 calls, 4 calls or 5 calls. So many calls that numbers will come under the journal entries. Then forfeiture of shares. Next to it, reissue of forfeited shares, and last entry is transfer of. If net gain is there, then it should be transferred to capital reserve. Friends, here we can understand a simple trick about our journal entries is that we have to pass 2 entries in each process. Here we can see that share application, share allotment and share first and subsequent calls is given. All these we have to pass 2 entries each. First entry is for amount due and another entry is for amount paid. So let us proceed with our journal entries. We will see first journal entries of our share application. While issuing shares, we have issued prospectus and we have invited people to invest in our company. In this case, we have invited to our applicants. So, share application, the first entry will be of amount received because this is the first stage where applicants are making application for becoming shareholder in our company and they have to pay a fixed amount on that share application. So first entry will be of amount received, that is on receipt of application money or application money received. For this we will pass entry bank account debit to share application account. Here the full amount on our application received is to be debited to our bank account. Then on acceptance of our application, we have to pass the entry share application account debit to share capital account. Here we have to debit the application money on our allotted shares. Then where shares are issued at premium and premium is payable with application money. Sometimes company may allot their shares in premium and premium money is included in application, then entry will be share application account debit to share capital account to share premium account. That extra amount is credited to the share premium account. Share application account will be debited with the application money plus premium allotted on shares. Share capital account will be credited with application money only and share premium account will be credited with the amount of premium. If we had oversubscription of our shares, then when excess of application money is returned, we have to return the excess money received on our application. At that time, we have to pass the entry share application account debit to bank account. The excess money which we have been received on our share application, we have to return that money to the applicants, those who have paid in excess. So these are the share application. Now we will proceed with our share allotment. First entry with the share allotment comes of amount due. If our issue of shares is at par, then allotment amount due, the entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account. Share allotment money, whatever the amount is fixed at allotment, that amount will be debited to the share allotment account. But if our shares are issued at premium and premium is payable with allotment money, that is premium is included in allotment money, at that time our entry will be share allotment account debit to share capital account to share premium account or security premium account. Share allotment account will be debited with the allotment money plus premium on allotment shares. Share capital account will be credited with allotment money only, and share premium account will be credited with the amount of premium. If shares are issued at discount, at that time the amount due entry of share allotment will be share allotment account debit, discount on issue of shares account debit to share capital account. Share allotment account will be debited with the allotment money on allotted shares. Discount on issue of shares account will be debited with the amount of discount which is fixed on that share, and share capital account will be credited with the allotment money plus discount money, because share capital have to be fixed, and in this we have to add our discount amount also. Then if there is over subscription and excess money is received, but we have not refunded that excess money to our shareholders, at that time we adjust that money with our allotment, because we have to collect some money from our shareholders, and excess money received from that shareholders will not be refunded and adjusted with our allotment. At that time the entry will be share application account debit to share allotment account. Share application account will be debited with the adjustment allotment money, the excess money out of which the allotment money is adjusted. Then these are the entries for amount due on allotment. The next entry in the share allotment comes with on receipt of allotment money or on payment or amount received on share allotment. At that time our bank account will get debited and our share allotment account will get credited. Bank account debit to share allotment account, we have to pass this entry, and we have to debit our bank account with the actual amount received on our allotment. After receiving the money, if we have some excess money, and if when any advance money is paid towards any calls together with the allotment money, because many people pays their amount at once, and at such times their money has to be adjusted in our accounting entries, then this excess money received before due date is called as calls in advance, and the accounting entry for this will be bank account debit to share allotment account to calls in advance account. Bank account will be debited with the actual amount received on allotment. Share allotment account will be credited with the actual amount received on allotment, and calls in advance account will be credited with the advance amount received at the time of allotment but which is due in future. So this entry will be made for the excess money or for calls in advance at the time of share allotment. Let us go further with our share first and subsequent calls. There may be one call, there may be two calls, or there may be several calls. According to company, the policy will change. So for any call, accounting entry will be the same. First entry will be for the amount due and second entry will be for the amount received. So on making first and subsequent calls, entry for amount due is share first call account debit to share capital account. Share first call account will be debited with the call money on allotted shares and share capital account is credited. Then as we have discussed earlier that excess application have been received, and if any is adjusted towards the call, then that excess application money we have to pass the entry share application account debit to share first or second or final call. On which call we have adjusted that money, that call we have to credit. So share application account will be debited with the amount adjusted with that particular call. Then when adjusting calls in advance to first, second or final call, then calls in advance account debit to share first, second or final call account will be, this entry will be passed. Calls in advance account will be debited with the advance amount received on that call. So these are the entries on our call due, that is amount due on our share calls. How many calls, that may be the number of our journal entries. Then we have to pass the entry for our amount received. Again a same entry, bank account will be debited and the call account will be credited. Bank account debit to share first, second or final call account. Then actual amount received on that call will be debited to our bank account. So these are the entries on our share first call and share subsequent calls. How many calls? Likewise we have to pass the same entries in each calls. Friends, here you can understand in share application, in share allotment and in share calls we have passed two entries each. First entry for amount due and second entry for amount received. But in share application the first entry was for amount received because on application there is no due money, because application came with money itself. So first entry will be the amount received and the second entry will be the amount transferred to our capital account. So these are our entries regarding our issue of shares. After that we have to see our forfeiture of shares. Now forfeiture of shares issued at par. Shares, those shares which are issued at par, the forfeiture entry for those shares will be share capital account debit to share forfeiture account to unpaid installments account. Unpaid installments means if someone has not paid money on allotment, then share allotment account will be credited here. If someone has not paid money on share allotment and share calls, then share allotment and share calls account will be credited here. So unpaid installment, the application, allotment and calls are treated as installment in issue of shares. So those account will be credited here. Now share capital account will be debited with the amount called up, that is amount paid plus unpaid. Share forfeited account will be credited with the amount received only, and whatever the amount on the unpaid installment is, that amount we have to write there. The next entry, if shares have been issued at premium. Shares are issued at premium, but premium amount was not actually received. Before that, the person has failed to pay the money. At that time, we have to forfeit that shares, and the amount for shares issued at premium, but premium actually not received. At that time, the entry will be share capital account debit to share premium account to share forfeiture account to unpaid installments account. Here we have to debit our share capital account with the amount called up. We have to credit our share premium account with called amount but not received. Share premium account which is called but not received. We have to credit our forfeited account with amount received, and respected unpaid installments will be credited. And lastly, forfeiture of shares issued at premium. In this case, premium is received. Earlier case we have seen that shares were issued at premium but premium money was not received. Now we will discuss about the shares issued at premium and premium is received. Premium is actually received with us. At that time, the accounting entry will be share capital account debit to share forfeited account to unpaid installment account. And lastly, forfeiture of shares issued at discount. The accounting entry will be share capital account debit to share forfeiture account to discount on issue of shares account to unpaid installments account. Here, share capital account will be debited with the amount called up, that is amount paid plus unpaid. Share forfeited account will be credited with the amount received. Discount on issue of shares account will be credited with the discount amount, and unpaid installments will be credited with their respective amounts. In this way, we will forfeit our shares, those shares on which the persons have failed to pay money, that shares will be forfeited. After forfeiture of shares, we have to reissue that shares again. Then the accounting entries for the reissue of shares, reissue can be made at par, at premium or at discount. So we will see the accounting entry of reissue of shares at par. The entry will be bank account debit to share capital account. Bank account will be debited with the amount received on reissue. Then reissue at discount, the entry will be bank account debit, discount on issue of shares account debit, shares forfeiture account debit to share capital account. Here, bank account will be debited with the amount received on reissue. Discount on issue of shares account will be debited with the amount of original discount. Share forfeited account will be debited with the discount or with the loss on reissue, because we are reissuing our shares at discount, it means we are suffering loss. So that loss will be debited to our forfeiture account, and share capital account will be credited as a amount paid up. Lastly, reissue at premium, bank account debit to share capital account to share premium account. Bank account will be debited with the amount received on reissue. Share capital account will be credited with the amount credited as paid up, and share premium account will be credited with the premium amount on our reissue. Now, in these terms, if we are reissuing our shares at premium, we will enjoy profit. Then net gain on forfeiture must be transferred to capital reserve. The accounting entry for this is shares forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. The amount received as a profit or net gain is transferred to capital reserve. So in this way, we will reissue our forfeited shares. Reissue can be done at par, at discount or at premium. And lastly, the last part of our accounting entries of issue of shares is whenever the issue of shares is made for consideration other than cash. It means that shares are issued not for cash but for property or for asset. When a property is acquired, at that time the accounting entry will be property account debit or that fixed asset account debit to vendor account. The asset account will be debited with the cost of that asset or cost of that property. And when the shares are issued in exchange for the value of property, at that time vendor account debit, discount on issue account debit to share capital account to share premium account. Here I have combined the entries. Mainly the entry will be vendor account debit to share capital account. If that proper shares are issued on discount, then discount on issue of shares account will be debited, and if there is a share premium, then share premium account will be credited. Accordingly, we have to change this entry. In this way, we can pass our journal entries. This is a format of our journal entries. So friends, in this video, I have discussed the format of journal entries. In simply terms, we can understand that we have to pass each two entries at our installments. That is, for application we have to pass two entries, for allotment we have to pass two entries, for calls we have to pass two entries, and after that on forfeiture we have to pass one entry, on reissue we have to pass one entry, and transfer of profit, there if there is any profit, then transferring one entry. It means that while reading carefully our problem, we can understand how many accounting entries will be passed in that particular problem. So by learning this format, we can easily understand the accounting entries and the transactions of issue of shares. Friends, in my next video, I will come up with a practical problem along with its solution, how we will pass these journal entries. Today we have discussed the format of journal entries. In next video, we will see how these journal entries will be practically passed in our problem. So friends, keep watching. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my video. See you in our next video.